Hey, kids and visionaries. Let's raise a toast to all of you guys for hanging out with us this awesome Saturday. It's supposed to be gamma ray on Saturday, but my son is chilling out in the other room, so he may or may not join us. I wanted to, so a while back, I went to Craig and I said, Craig, how can we help you? How are you doing? I mean,
not mental health advice.
Yeah. Not. So he said, hey, let's get your AdSense working. And he started messing with some stuff on his channel and his old channel, and then everything disappeared. And so he started a new channel because he wants to, hang out with the community. And they put a 24-hour hold on you. So I guess that's just so people can't just start a channel and stream that have just been banned or something.
It must be a new thing. Yeah, I wasn't aware. I went to sync my StreamYard to the channel to stream today, and it made me do this approval. I can't remember. I think it even sent me a verification code and all that, and then it showed like this 24-hour countdown. Like, you can stream in 23 hours, 59 minutes, and 54 seconds. And I was like, what?
Are you sure that wasn't Coinbase you were dealing with? Or
no. And that maybe Coinbase bought YouTube. I don't know. So yeah, it sucks too, because I tweeted out, I think last night, that we were going to do our first stream, and then I saw people were trying to help me out and help me get subs, and then I saw Coffee.
I know Coffee's like, why am I subbing to this?
It would help if he had some content.
Yeah,
like, yeah, I'm working. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. So it's all gone. And just to clarify, so I had another YouTube channel a few years ago. I hadn't uploaded anything to it because it was for coding. And what I didn't realize is when I created the GenHEX channel, I used the same email address. So I think one was like a parent of the other branding channel or something. I don't know. And after I got monetized, I was trying to sync my AdSense to the channel and it wouldn't work. And after several weeks of trying to figure out what the heck to fix it, I ran across something that said you can't have two channels on the same email. So I tried to delete my old channel, and when I deleted it, it deleted the GenHEX channel. It's like, once I clicked that delete, are you sure? Yes. And then all of a sudden they were both gone. So that's what happened. And I made a new one on its own email and all that stuff. Just the last few weeks, between coming off of Thanksgiving and the holidays and people being sick. And then I was on call last week, so I kept delaying starting it. And then this weekend I was like, okay, we're going to stream.
We're going to do it.
And all of a sudden there's a 24-hour delay for being able to live stream. So
I hid my seed phrase in Hexray's RV when he wasn't looking. I was late to this stream because of that RV. So I've been putting our propane in it to keep it warm so that the pump and the water doesn't freeze inside. But I went to dump the black water tank, and the whole thing's frozen solid on the bottom. So until it gets warm here, or I find somewhere to pull that RV and thaw it out, it's just waiting to be emptied. And I tell everyone, I'm like, listen, if it's an emergency, definitely drop number 2 in here. But if you ever have an option to go anywhere else, drop number 2. We get back here from California, and I'm not going to mention them by name because you guys can all guess who it is. They're like, oh yeah, I went like 6-7 times. I'm like, what are you doing? What? No. Like,
does this person play hockey? Because maybe they were trying to simulate the hockey puck on the ice. Shoots, he scores. He had a hat trick on the way back.
Francis Powell likes the washer idea. D. Tucker, one of you has a lot of background noise. It might be me. I've shut the door, but I've got some kids out here chatting, talking. Let me double check my my cords here, make sure that they're not buzzing.
I hear like a TV or somebody talking or something.
Yeah, that's the ding dongs outside my door here. In fact, I'll probably just tell him.
Now, you mentioned Gamma Ray. Is that
Gamma Ray is supposed to be in here, and he's the one out there making noise.
Well, I was going to say, I would have saved Gamma Ray for Grandma.
Grandma? Oh, that'd be Gammy Ray.
Gammy Ray?
Yeah, or Gma Ray.
I know nothing about black water tanks. That sounds fascinating. I guess if you have an RV or something like that, I guess you have to deal with that. I never really thought about it. It's got to go somewhere, right?
All right, here we go. Thanks for carrying the load here. I brought in my special guest, Gamma Ray.
Gamma Ray doesn't look old enough to have Gam children.
He doesn't have Gam children.
Oh.
No, he has one fur baby, as they call them.
I still dislike it when people call their dogs fur babies, but then get upset when you call their children skin puppies.
Yeah, skin puppies. Why isn't that caught on? We have XXX69
Nice.
Biz. They're in the chat, so they've
hey.
got a photo of their sister that they're sharing. That's very generous of them.
Oh, that's nice.
And speaking, and what good timing right here for SJ. SJ, we've got some credible dating sites in the chat we were just going over. People with their hot sisters.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, and I just appreciate every view I can get. And everyone's got a banhammer, so we'll be all right.
Everyone has a wrench.
Hey, SJ.
Excellent. What's going on?
How are you?
I'm great. Really stoked to be on a stream with these two lovely gentlemen. Two of my favorites. I love you guys. You're like seriously like I use that word like on purpose. Gentlemen.
Gentlemen. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, so we were having we were actually having a nice little chat before the stream started about all the joins that's been going around the last couple of years and how they've been hiding out. And actually, I was saying that they're probably just getting beefed up, you know, like they were in jail.
Yeah, well, we had 2 years where everyone kind of hid inside, and no one like treated their immune system to sunlight or other people.
Says the one with the cough right now.
And the germs have nothing to do but lay around and pump iron all day and get stronger, and now they're back.
Yeah, now we have COVID AIDS 23. So, like, take your vitamin C, drink your bone broth, and get your sunlight, right?
This is what kills me is we never shut down for COVID. Worked all through it, was out at businesses and people's houses and everything else. Never got it. Got the jab, then got the booster. Still never got it. Went to Vegas, came home with it. Have got the next booster and the flu shot, and I've been sick more in the last couple weeks or the last couple months. I've been sick twice in the last 2 months with just like chest cold, non-COVID stuff. But man, I hadn't been sick in years, like literally 5 or 6 winters, and I live in Ohio, so you know we get all 4 seasons here. But it's like all of a sudden now, I don't know, my immune system's just confused or something. I don't know what's going on.
Francis says, how's my project? We're still waiting to go into the original simulator next month. So that's where it's at. Frozen poop. Yes, frozen poop. You're going to need to teach me all about that.
No,
Are you referring to the frozen poop or wrenching at? Okay.
Wrenching the frozen poop.
Now,
There's gotta be a way to get it.
I actually just wrenched someone down here in the comments that had a tip. It says the bus has a black water tank, but there's also a composting toilet.
I don't
that's
know
really cool.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna have to actually use the black water tank because I have the composting toilet. So I don't know. I'm trying to find out from her if the shower and the sink go into gray water or black. They should be gray water, I would think.
Right.
But I don't know. The girl that I'm purchasing it from, hopefully, she only lived in it for 3 weeks at the longest in Miami. So she didn't use the shower inside.
And the cold weather she didn't have to deal with either.
Exactly. So
welcome to RV talk, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get down to the nitty gritty of how to take care of your RV.
What's interesting, I just realized, is so you got your gray water and your black water, and then when it's frozen, you got your black ice or whatever it is.
It's black ice, yeah.
But it could be, you could call it black rock because black rock is pretty shitty.
Ba-dum-bums. I like that. I like that. A for effort. Paul Sex says, see them airplanes, they dump their toilets at 36,000 feet. Stuff freezes and falls to earth. We call them Boeing bombs. I
That's a
did not
thing, right?
know
That
that.
actually happens, right?
I think so.
I don't think
I don't know.
there's
They do.
supposed. I think that. I think I checked on that one time. They're not allowed to do that. I think it's supposed to all stay. It's all supposed to stay on the plane until it lands. I don't think they're allowed to just discharge stuff over the populace.
It evaporates.
Yeah.
It says,
Mom was killed by a big blue icicle.
now, this right here is an interesting Telegram link that will take you to a very, very wild community. Is that right, SJ? Do you want to talk about this little Telegram group?
Wait, is
you
that
started?
the Telegram group of people's police photos? Is that what the picture is next?
It is. It's actually every
Police
time she
lineup.
was arrested. It's all Hexicans like police lineups and mugshots.
Yeah.
No, what is that? Tell us about that.
Okay,
SJ.
so this is something I actually have been wanting to do for a while. I wanted to do when the whole Twitter group community thing came out. I was hoping that I could do it there, but that thing kind of like fizzled out. There's a Sci-Viver community, so I created that, and then I was like, oh, I want to create a community for Hexicans who live the mobile life or are interested in it or have done it in the past. Just people that really love the idea of boondocking, overlanding, just kind of being mobile and on the road. Or even, I mean, there's some people in there that like they choose to, you know, like live out of their vehicles, basically, that kind of thing. So if you're into that, check it out. I wasn't able to start more than one community on Twitter, so I figured a Telegram would be just as good.
Yes.
We got about 20 members in there right now, and part of my dream or my vision for this, and it's interesting because I spoke to someone today who lives about a half an hour out of town, out of Austin, where I'm at, and he's hopefully going to, or he already confirmed that should this bus become mine and I have it with me, he's going to allow me to park on his property. And it's crazy because he brought this up and it's something that I've already thought of, but he was like, wouldn't it be cool if there was just like this map of Hexicans where people who were traveling or need to boondock or want to hang out for a little bit are able to just go from place to place and park their Hexican vehicles. So I really love that idea. I know that, of course, there is the issue of security, and people being like worried about people knowing where they live. So I'll have to figure out kind of like how that's going to work. And then there's on the other opposite end, there's people that just, they don't care. They're just, they're just like, hey, you know what? Like, this is my general area. Like, I live here. Like, obviously I'm not going to be giving anyone's addresses out, and it'll be all like kind of a private thing. I'm not exactly sure
neat.
how, but I
what
think
about
that
Hexicans that are over the road truckers or something, having somewhere to safely sleep in their cab or something?
Yep. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Because I already feel very safe when I travel. I stop mostly at Walmart parking lots, hotel parking lots. I talk about this a lot when I'm streaming on my own. And I'm a, single female just on my own driving around doing this kind of stuff.
But you carry metal in your socks in case.
That's right. That's right. All the
washers that are sock full of washers. Slap you upside the head.
I do have pepper spray. I've never really felt unsafe though. Like honestly, like I think I've got a good enough head on my shoulders to know where to be and where not to be, that kind of intuition thing. But yes, I think it is a lovely idea to know that we can kind of build Hexico as a network across this land for now. Until we have little, Hexico places to actually go, which
like
I know
enclaves and embassies, right?
Yeah. Actually, have you talked at all publicly about what you want to do with RV life? And
a little bit. I was actually, when I interviewed Mark Wild, the author of the second Crypto Generation, that book coming out, everyone should go on to Amazon and get a copy of that and start pumping up his numbers. But he was talking because he was also a travel agent and worked for a lot of travel companies. And so I was kind of asking, if you were going to set up a little Hexico somewhere, where would you set it up? And he was pushing me more towards like Bangkok and Bali.
Wow.
Because
I have a friend in Bali.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that if they can afford to, or if work, the digital nomads, they're all over there in Bali and stuff, and they always talk about how incredibly safe they feel. And then they come to America and they'll be like, I don't feel safe at all in America. And it's like, oh, I've got to check out this Bali place. I got to check out, you know, some of these other places in the world. But I was
down the road for me, for sure. Like, I don't see myself living in America for maybe like after a few years.
Yeah, I do think that I see myself buying some land in Texas.
Hell yeah.
In the
Not
next
financial
bull market.
advice, but if you bought land just specifically to have it for traveling hexagons, I would recommend buying any closed down Texacos, because then all you have to do is change one letter on the side to Hexaco. It's already up there. You just got to get somebody up there with a ladder and put like an X over the T.
Right.
That's what, that Craig, he's always thinking.
Yeah.
He's always got those wheels
I don't have any money
behind
for
his
that, but I
ears.
have Idea Man.
He'll supply the ideas. You supply the funds.
Use them how you will. If you lose all your money, I don't. It's not my fault.
I'm not your fault.
Yeah, teamwork. So,
but there's probably a lot of closed down Texacos out there somewhere. So I have to find them.
It's a good idea. I like that.
Thank
I
you.
like that. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking is if we can find a place, because if anything else, if you open a place for hexagons, it would first of all become a tourist destination before it became an intentional community, because all hexagons want to do is hang out with each other. Like that's all we want to do is talk really loud and excitedly, like a fourth grader that just got new Legos. And that's really what we do. We just get together and get really excited and have fun. So if you had a place that would, I think the first thing it would be for is for events and for visitors, you know, almost like tourists.
Texas has got one of the biggest hexagon communities too. So it would make sense. Yeah, it's really neat.
Along with working on building this group of traveling or nomadic hexagons, you're also working on building the bus and doing this interesting experiment where you're finding ways and skills and things that you can do to serve people in exchange for something that you wanted to get done on the bus.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely. Yeah. So it's gonna be it's a little less of a project now, because the original idea was this shuttle that's actually sitting right out there. And that was gonna be a big project because it's not livable yet. There's no shower, there's no toilet, there's no heater or anything like that. But because of a few circumstantial life things that happened, I decided that it was just going to be a lot easier for me and better in terms of like my life comfort to have something that I can pretty much live in right away. But so with that being said, it's great because I'm not going to have a lot of like building or, you know, work done, cabinetry, like that's all really set. Yeah, the plumbing's done, the electric is done. So it's set up for being off grid as far as I know.
The nice thing about
haven't gone to see it in person. But
the nice thing about that too, SJ, is like if you're in a certain area and you know it's the rainy season and there's flooding or something, you can just get out of there. If it you know there's a blizzard coming, you can just head south. You know.
Yeah, and that again, that's part of the hope to get a list of people. It'd be cool to have a hexagon in every state, you know, that you could just beep up over to. But what I was going to say is the cool thing about the project now is like, instead of it having to be built from the ground up, it's built and we get to customize it. So we get to make it look just freaking sweet. I already have an artist in Indiana who's going to spray paint one side of the bus. And then I'm planning to wrap either the back and the other side, or like the front and the back. Like one side will be a spray painted like really cool art thing, and then the rest of it will be wrapped in some. I think I'm gonna reach out to the community and just, I don't know if I could do a contest or like how that would work, but that's what I want. I want the community to be a huge part of making this really like a super cool hex advertisement that goes all
you should have sponsors every so many like spots, and to be able to put their logo or their YouTube channel there.
Yeah, there's definitely people in the community that do wrapping and that kind of graphics and stuff, because I remember back when they were looking at what the NASCAR car was going to look like, and there was different people I saw in chat that were like, I could do that, or I do that for a living or whatever. So, and you know, with artists that a lot of times you probably won't have to even spend anything. Somebody's probably willing to do it just because they want they want to do it, you know, to be the one that was able to paint the side of the hex bus or something, right?
Yeah, that would be awesome. And it is for sure, as soon as Pulse launches and KSB TV decides to go, I'm going. So
Nice.
it will be going, you know, regardless of me traveling on my own, doing my own life thing. As soon as that's on, I'm with it. Like, I'm going to be part of that caravan. So,
well, I want to pledge a commitment to once our ship comes in and we actually have the money to do more stuff. I'm going to buy an old cement truck and I'm going to follow you guys around, and it'll be a giant margarita mixer. So when we tailgate, we would just mix these giant.
Just got a hose.
Margaritas, and then everybody just come up like they'd be at a trough, and you just get the ice, and so
great. Yes, please.
Be the giant pulse chain margarita mixer.
Craig knows how to party.
That's right.
Right.
He may have just admitted to having a drinking problem online. No. Okay, so now we've talked about the nomadic group. We've talked about the project with the bus. And then you've also got a goal to hit 5,000 subs on your YouTube channel to unlock a secret word on my scavenger hunt as well.
Yes. Yes, I'm so excited about this scavenger hunt.
So if you guys have not subbed to SJ, go over to SJ, give her those subs, give her those likes. And then on top of that,